Hi students, welcome back to Study Smart channel. Today we're going to look into chapter 8, Force and Motion. We're going to study the subtopic lever. Let's start. Let's imagine a world where you could pick up your house and move it wherever you want, or even lift the iconic landmarks like the Eiffel Tower or the entire earth. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, get ready to discover the magic that can make the impossible possible. So, how do we turn these dreams into reality? Well, it's not about superhuman strength or secret government experiments. It's something much simpler yet incredibly powerful. Well, the secret that can help us to lift up all the heavy things is known as the lever. But how does a simple thing as lever can do wonderful magics? Before we look into how a lever works, let's understand the definition of the lever. A lever is a simple tool that consists of a rigid bar that rotates around a fixed point. This fixed point is known as fulcrum. A lever is a tool that amplifies force. It allows you to lift up heavy objects with less effort by using the principle of leverage. Now, that's where the magic happens. Let's imagine you have a lever and you want to lift your house. All you have to do is place the fulcrum strategically and you sit at one edge of the lever. And with just that, you have the ability to move your house already. Yes, just like that, you can actually lift your house. Now, let's talk about Eiffel Tower. I bet you never thought you could lift it, right? With the power of lever, it's not about how strong you are, but how smart you can be. Well, in a video titled The Mighty Mathematics of Lever, Andy Peterson mentioned that a person weighs 68 kg can easily lift the Eiffel Tower, and all he has to do is to find a lever long enough and apply force. You will be defying gravity in no matter of time. That's the power of lever. Do you guys know that even the scientist Albert Einstein have understood the power of lever? He got mentioned that, give me a place to stand and I shall move the earth. What he mean by that? All he mean that, just give me a lever long enough and I will show to you guys that I can lift up the earth. That's the power of lever. It's all nice to hear what Albert Einstein is telling, but how is it possible that he can lift the earth with just the power of lever? Actually, his idea revolves around the concept of leverage. Imagine this. He wants a place to stand and a lever long enough to reach the earth. So now, he needs to place a fulcrum. So he decided to place the moon as a fulcrum. The moon is at a distance of 384,000 kilometers away from the earth. And finally, he positioned himself at an astronomical distance of 1 quadrillion light years. With the power of imagination and the principle of leverage, Einstein can move the earth. Believe it or not, levers are all around us working their magic in the tools that we're using daily. From the hammers to scissors, fishing rods, seesaws, these are real valuable players that making our life much more easier. Well, let's look into our topic today. Levers actually come in 3 classes. The first class, second class and the third class. We have 3 classes of lever, but then they all share the same ultimate goal, which is to leverage the input force. Means make the input force much more bigger so that we can lift a heavy load. So we can differentiate their classes by the position of fulcrum, effort and also the load. In the first class, the fulcrum is in between the load and the effort. An example of a first class lever is a seesaw. You can see the fulcrum is in the between. The load and the effort can be interchangeable based on which person is at the top and which person is at the bottom at a particular moment. Another example for first class lever will be scissors. In a scissor, the fulcrum will be in between the load and the effort. The load over here will be the paper that we want to cut, and the effort will be our hand that operating the scissor. Let's look at the second class of lever. We can see that the load is in the center of the force and the fulcrum. In this picture over here, the load is actually represented by the flower and the sand. The fulcrum is the fixed point at the wheel, and the effort or the force is the force that we apply at the handle of the wheelbarrow when we moving the wheelbarrow. Last but not least is the third class lever. In this case of the third class lever, the force or effort will be in the middle. So an easy example of third class lever is the fishing rod. The fulcrum is the hand that holding the edge of the fishing rod. The effort is the hand that holding the center of the fishing rod, and finally the load will be the fish that we are catching using the fishing rod. This is the example of third class lever. Alright students, we have come to the end of our study session today. So in summary, all three classes of lever distinguish themselves based on the position of the fulcrum, effort and load. But the ultimate goal always remains the same. Whether it's a seesaw, wheelbarrow or shovel, or it can be fishing rod also, their ultimate goal remains the same. They are here to amplify the input force so that we can lift up the heavy load. So now you should understand why I was telling that you can lift up your house, the Eiffel Tower, and also why Albert Einstein was telling that just with the lever he can lift up the earth. It all sounds a bit possible now, right? Okay students, as we conclude our study session today, I hope you understand better about lever and also enjoy learning about lever. Until we meet again in our next video, thank you and have a nice day.